guys! So I decided, since I accidentally put my March empties in with my January and February empties for my year-long wrap-up video, that I would go through my January to March and find my 5 favorite things that I finished up, my 5 least favorite things that I finished up, and I'm going to go through and show you guys all the makeup I finished up in those 3 months. So let's start with the good stuff. The 5 items that I have that are my favorites and my least favorites aren't in any particular order. So I finished up the Briogeo Don't Despair Repair Conditioning Mask. I actually finished up the 8-ounce size. I finished this up, and I finished up 2 or 3 of the 1-ounce sizes. Love this stuff. It's $36 or $38 for this size though, so I won't be repurchasing it. I did get this through Influencer for review though. Another thing that I finished up that I won't be repurchasing, despite the fact that I love it, is the Bath & Body Works Forever Red perfume. Love this. Love, love, love this. I don't think it's available anymore, so I won't be picking that up. I also loved the Pistache Skincare Pistachio Body Butter. It was so good. I got this size in an Ipsy bag, and it was my absolute favorite thing that came in that month's Ipsy bag. This stuff is great. It's a little bit on the expensive side, but it smelled great. It was super moisturizing. I would definitely recommend this. Another thing that is a constant repurchase for me is the Scentsy Blue Grotto wax. Blue Grotto in everything. It's my go-to scent for bathroom cleaner, for room spray, for kitchen cleaner, wax, anything like that. I love this scent. I absolutely love it. And then my last favorite is the Candles by Victoria Crunch Berry Waffles Tart. These are $2. They're amazing. And I'm going to leave Jen's link down below. She's actually working with Candles by Victoria right now. And if you use her link, 10% of your purchase goes to the first school she ever worked at, which is in Boston. And it's amazing that they're working together so that she can give back to the school where she started out. So, and this is definitely one that I would recommend. It's delicious. It's my favorite scent. And then I have the 5 things that I would not recommend to anyone. So the first thing I have is the Perfectly Posh Vitamin C extra coarse sea salt shampoo. Now, this is not available anymore, but it is along the same lines of the Christoph Robin, and I'm trying to think of, there's a couple of other brands that do a sea salt scrub for your scalp as like a clarifying. Those ones are so much better than this. You only get 6 ounces. It was like 22 or 24 bucks. And this one wasn't good. There's a lot of Posh products that I love, but this was not one of them. And then I had the, let's see, the Boscia Cactus Water Hydrating Cream. It came in this little size. I got this in a Sephora Play, I believe. This is one of my 100 colorful empties. I did not like this. It made my skin feel tacky. It made it feel it made it feel sticky and tacky, and it's not something that I would recommend. There's hundreds of moisturizers out there that I like better than this one. I also wouldn't recommend, now I've never tried the full size of these. I went through like a little 9-pack of these Clinique Pep Start wipes that are the singles, that they're dry, and then the liquid is back here, and when you pop it down it fills it. I can't tell you if the regular ones are more saturated than this, but I didn't like the texture of them. So super saturated or not, they felt super cheap. Like the mesh and the weave of the wipes, so I wouldn't recommend these unless the wipes are completely different in the full size, and then if that's the case, why make people go through this? And then I have 2 like sheet masky type things, but they're a lip mask. This is the KNC Beauty Collagen Lip Mask. Did not like this. Don't think it did anything. And it was huge. It was like nose to chin. Just not something I would recommend. And I think these are $5, which is pricey for a lip mask. And then the South Main under eye gels. I didn't like these either. I think we got these in BoxyCharm. I definitely would prefer and recommend the Wander Beauty gold eye masks before that. But my favorite ones are the Chlorane. They're in a blue package. I used to get them from Birchbox. I want to say you might be able to get them from Ulta, but you can definitely get Chlorane from their website. I would hands down recommend those over these. Now, the exciting stuff. Everybody that's seen my empty bin before, it is all sorts of filled with makeup. So I'm just going to dig in here and show you guys what I have. So I have the full size of the IT Cosmetics CC Plus cream. I love this stuff. Now with that being said, I had it in medium. Medium's way too dark for me now. I will definitely go back to light. I'll actually probably try out the, the matte version before I get this again, because I liked the formula of this. I liked the coverage of this, but I'm interested in seeing how the matte version works out. Then I had the IT Cosmetics Superhero Mascara. I actually have a deluxe of it as well. I liked the deluxe way better. I don't know what it was about this mascara, but after a couple of weeks, it got super dry, super flaky, just not. I know a lot of people love this mascara, but I did not like it. It's not something that I would recommend. One that I would recommend, though, is the Benefit Roller Lash. This stuff is great. I don't know, it's lengthening and volumizing. I do like to pair this with other mascaras. I don't have a single mascara that I like just by itself. I'm definitely one of those mascara cocktails kind of people, but I really do like this mascara. Something else that I did not like, though, is the Too Faced Hangover RX primers. I unfortunately have a half size of this as well. That's the like 0.6 whatever ounce. I don't like this. I like the way it feels on my skin. I like that it's moisturizing, but a little tacky. I like all of that. My issue is it smells terrible. I can't believe that. I get that it's supposed to smell like coconut. It does not smell like coconut. I don't know how Too Faced let this out and like past testers of like people trying it out before it hit the market. I don't know. I don't like the smell of this, and I know I'm not the only one on that. I have the Revlon Age Defying DNA Concealer. I like this. This is super old. I don't think you can get this anymore. It reminded me of the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer, which is one of my all-time favorites. Again, can't get this anymore, but I would definitely check out the Fit Me Concealer. I also have an Anastasia Clear Brow Gel. Love this as well. I've gone through probably half a dozen of these at this point. I think I want to try the tinted because you get twice as much in the same, like in the package, you get twice as much for the same price. So I definitely want to try that one out, but I love Anastasia brow gels. They actually keep my brows in place. I also have the Benefit Gimme Brow, absolute favorite tinted brow gel. So I don't think that the Anastasia tinted is going to beat this out because this does have the fibers. 3 is a great shade match for me. I think it's like 23, 26 bucks, something like that. I know that's expensive, but it is just that good. And I did try, where is it? I did try the Essence Make Me Brow. I don't think they're comparable. I know lots of people say that they're a dupe for it, but I didn't see it. I finished off the Hard Candy Sheer Envy primer. This is super comparable to the Smashbox Photo Finish primer. I don't think this is available anymore either, but I would definitely recommend that primer. It's one of my favorites. I have the Benefit Fake Up Concealer. I've gone through a couple of these little sizes. I didn't like it before. I still think it's too emollient for my oily skin, but I did like this. I probably only got like 6 or 7 days of wearing makeup out of this, if that, because it's a .01 or it's like a tiny fraction of what the full size is. I also finished another favorite, the Maybelline Age Rewind. I wear it in the shade Light. I think there's a fair shade. I think I will probably downgrade to that because this was my skin tone. So for brightening, this didn't do much, but I love the coverage. I think it's great. I did end up taking the stopper off, or the little sponge off at the very end, and I would definitely recommend this concealer, especially if you can get Rite Aid sometimes has Maybelline 40% off, so you could get that for $6. I think it's the cheapest you can get it. I used up the Urban Decay Perversion Mascara. I used to love this mascara. It was my absolute favorite. I still really like it, but now it flakes on me, so it's not super up there anymore. I finished a Stila Stay All Day liquid liner travel size. I know a lot of people don't like this. They say that it feathers. They say that it doesn't stay put. I didn't have any issues with it. My only real issue with it was at the end. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see it, but the tip went wonky on me. So, I mean, it's a half size. I have another half size and a full size of this, so I'm not super upset about it, but it did go wonky at about 3 months. I also have, this is the e.l.f. Under Eye Setting Powder. Yeah, the Under Eye Setting Powder. I love this, but you get such a small amount for the $4 that I would definitely recommend something else. Even the super, super messy translucent powder from this same brand, I would recommend over this, just because you don't, I mean, I think I went through that in like a month and a half. I also finished up the chapstick Total Hydration in Sweet Peach scent or flavor, whatever. I've used up the vanilla, I've used up the coconut, I've used up the peach. Now I'm working on another vanilla. I love these. I think these are $3.99, so they're a little pricey. They're about the same size, or about the same price as an EOS, and I would absolutely recommend these. They're like my go-to lip balm when I have to go to the store to pick one up. I also have, love this. Absolutely love this. This is the Tarte Quick Drying Matte Lip Paint in Rosé. This is my favorite liquid lipstick. I love the formula. I know lots of people think that it's super drying. I love them. I'm super bummed because I live about 25 minutes away from an Ulta, and I have 3 kids, and 2 of them are under 2, and so I wasn't able to make it in on the day when these were $10, so I'm super bummed about that. I did, however, get the shade OG in my Allure box this month, so I'm gonna see if I like that shade. This one was just like the perfect nudie, pinky, matte, because I know I'm wearing a gloss today for my Project Pan, but I prefer a matte liquid lipstick. Love it, my absolute favorite. I also finished off, this was great too, the Smashbox Photo Finish Lid Primer in Light. Absolutely love this. Would totally recommend it. My go-to is the Benefit Stay Don't Stray. I don't know price-wise and ounce-wise if this is a better deal to that one, but that one's my go-to. It's also colored. I know lots of people love the NARS one that's tinted, but this was really good. I also used up another liquid lipstick. This is the ColourPop matte. I don't know what the formula was. I mean, it is all sorts of worn off. In the shade Strut. Loved this. It got, I'm like, oh no, I'm not even going to show that. It got super gross and gunky and dried, and I mean, this was my go-to for so long. This shade got me into brownie, like gray toned nudes. Love it. Absolutely. Unfortunately, that one's not available anymore, so there's no way to repurchase it. I also went through, this is a little, like, I think I figured out that it's about 1/3 of a size or 1/4 of the size of the full size. The It Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores Pressed Powder. I actually took the pan out and I'm using it for a repressed bronzer. But I really, really, really liked this. I have another one of these size that I'm going to use up, and I might actually end up purchasing this powder. I'll probably purchase it in the loose version though, because I've heard that the loose version lasts longer than the pressed. The pressed you tend to hit pan on pretty fast if you use it. I also have the It Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye Illumination. I didn't like this. It was super emollient, and I'm a matte person, and so I like the original formula better than the illuminating, and I would recommend the other one if you like emollient concealers, but if you don't like emollient concealers, you're not going to like these. I also finished up probably the umpteen millionth deluxe size of the Tarte Smooth Operator Loose Setting Powder. I've gone through so many of these. I really like this. I have a full size as well. This is one of my go-to loose powders. I love using it to bake. I love using it to set. I don't know if it's necessarily for oily skin, but something about the Amazonian clay in it, love it. It's great. Let's see, just a couple more things. Okay, I put this into a Project 10 Uses. This is the Wander Beauty Unlashed Volume and Curl Mascara. I didn't like this. I used it 3 or 4 times, just decided that no, I'm just not going to mess with it. Life is too short to suffer through bad mascara. I'm sure lots of people would like this. I didn't. I also used up a little Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Marine Boosting Mist. I used this as a skincare step. I liked it, but it's expensive, and I didn't see anything, so it's not something that I would repurchase. I also used up a Sephora waterproof brow pencil. Now this one was in the shade Rich Chestnut. This was way too warm, way too red for me, but I am interested in purchasing a more cool toned brown shade to try out. I'm definitely going to have to go into a Sephora, and the closest Sephora is like 3 hours away, so I probably won't be picking this up anytime soon, but I'll probably have to go in and swatch and figure out which one's my right shade before I buy any more of these. And I mean, $12 for a brow pencil, drugstores getting up there, like they're $6, $7, $8, $9, $10, so $12 for a Sephora brand one, I mean, it's not shocking. I did go through a Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. I love this. I've got full sizes, I've got more deluxe sizes. This is definitely my go-to holy grail mascara. I do like to layer this because I don't find this super lengthening, but I find it amazingly volumizing. It doesn't flake on me. It doesn't transfer. It comes off super easy at night. I know mascara is so personal, like depending on the type of lashes you have, depending on what you're looking for, but I love this one, and I would absolutely, absolutely recommend it. So that was all of my best and worst and my makeup empties for the last 3 months. After this, I will definitely be saving my April empties and doing a collective of everything that I used up. And then I am saving everything so that I can do a huge wrap up at the end of the year, where I will probably do the other perspective where you're looking at a table and we're going to go through everything that I used up for the year. Very excited for that. I've done that for the last 3 or 4 years on Instagram, so I'm excited to do it on YouTube as well. And I will see you guys in another video. Bye!